You so fucking lame. Say hi.
I don't know. Hey.
How y'all doing? What it is?
How y'all doing? What's up?
Okay, she went too far.
I don't even know what the hell we about to say. What we talking about?
I just told you.
No, like, don't stop. Don't stop. Pop that.
Hey.
Shake that.
Ain't that what you normally do?
So, I was told that we're doing...
I gotta introduce you first.
Oh, this is going on your channel.
Thank you.
No. Hi, everyone. How are you?
Y'all see her put on the
My name
fakeness?
is China.
So...
And
I'm sorry.
that was my interview.
Oh, sorry.
Hello, everyone. My name's China. And that's it.
Okay. So, y'all, this is my wife. And, of course, she a little ratchet. Don't let the fakeness fool you. It's like, no. Did you just flip me the bird?
I did this.
You was starting up gang. I thought you were starting up gang signs.
I don't do gang activities, okay? Unless they color is pink, I don't want nothing to do with it. So I guess I'm Victoria's Secret gang. VS gang. Gang.
VSG.
I said Victoria's Secret.
Gang.
VS.
Oh,
VSG. That is. That is my gang. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm at the
we had a
ratchet.
moment. So, y'all, this is my wife, China. Y'all heard about her in my introduction video.
You was talking about me, girl?
I did. We were coming just to kind of give you guys some insight on how she's dealt with everything up until now. Her reactions, honestly, like I told y'all, I had to warn them and told them that I do curse a lot.
Me too. Not as much.
I'm very blunt, like very cut and dry. I don't sugarcoat shit. And that I'm an asshole and there's nothing I can do about it.
And once this tea get going, he's going to be even more of an asshole. So, yeah.
I told them, that we were married, we have kids, we live in Atlanta. So, yeah. So, we just decided to come do this video so you guys could kind of get, like, an introduction on how she felt when I told her.
From my point of view?
From your point of view.
Okay.
How she felt when I told her, how she reacted when I told her, and just kind of how she's kind of dealt with everything up until now. So...
Can you ask me questions?
I am.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
It's great, man. Stick alike. So, okay. So, before I told you, did you have any inkling that it may ever be a possibility or a thought?
An inkling, not necessarily, but I wasn't shocked or anything. I mean, I've been telling people that you're my husband in a girl's body anyway. So, yeah.
Okay. So, when I initially told you that I wanted to transition, because I don't think I told y'all this in the first video, it wasn't a, babe, I'm trans.
No.
Babe, I want to transition. It was like, yeah, I want to transition. So it was like all like at once. So when I told you, what was your initial thought, and then what was your initial verbal reaction?
My initial thought was, here we go again. Not again, but like, I just thought that, I don't know, like I said, I wasn't necessarily shocked, but I didn't know that it was something serious. Like, it was something like an actual transition.
Okay. What was your first verbal response?
I honestly don't remember.
I'm trying to think if I remember what it was.
I don't remember.
I think you were just quiet.
I mean,
like not.
Oh, once I found out that you were serious about
Yeah.
it, you got in the wrong lane.
Oh. my bad.
Honestly, like, I don't remember my initial reaction per se, but I do remember thinking, like, how the fuck is this gonna work?
Okay. How do you think you dealt with it in the beginning?
I didn't deal with it good at all.
You wanna elaborate?
I don't think I did.
I think you did.
I think I dealt with it on two different spectrums. On one side, I dealt with it as far as I am supportive by all means. So on one side, I felt like that he needed to do what was best for him to do, because at the end of the day, like, we only get one life to live, and don't be trying to live your life for anybody else to make them happy. That's how I feel about it all around the board. But on the other side, like,
to the right.
I don't have a general attraction. Can I say this?
Yeah.
I don't have a general attraction to guys. Like, I've only dated serious, well, I can't even say serious relationships, really. I've only had one serious relationship with one guy.
And you've only been with like 2
And
people.
that guy is the guy who basically was like, so, you know, you're not straight, right? You know you're a lesbian. Which is also my son's father. So...
And you were very young.
I was 17. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I've never had like a quote unquote serious relationship with a guy. So I was just like, how is this gonna work? Like, am I still gonna be labeled, not labeled, I hate that word. Am I still going to be considered a lesbian? Will I now have a husband? Like, how is this going to work?
Okay. So when we went to my first doctor's appointment to get the blood work done and all of that good stuff, how did you feel?
Oh, I was cool with it.
Yeah.
I was cool.
You were very good at the doctor's appointment.
And your phone about to die.
Oh, plug it in, charge it right there. So yeah, my first doctor's appointment, she was very supportive. She was asked questions, you know, kind of helped me through it because I hate the doctors. Which way am I going? I don't know. So what do
It
you...
told you to get off at some exit, but I don't know what exit is telling you to get off.
I don't know either. So when we, communication-wise, how do you think you handle talking about it at first? Or how do you feel, in your opinion, you handle talking about it at first?
On a personal thing, I didn't do well with it. But when it came to like encouragement and things of that matter, like, I feel like I did.
So you feel like your struggles were more internal?
Yeah.
I agree. What do you think, what advice is kind of out of order? What advice do you think
It's telling you to get off at exit 33A.
Okay. What advice do you think you could give somebody in my position who's transitioning, whether it's female to male, male to female, whatever it may be, to realize the struggles or the internal battle that their significant other...
Say that again?
What advice would you give to somebody in my position when it comes to kind of recognizing and realizing maybe the internal struggle that their spouse or significant other is going through that they may not see?
Oh. Wait. That they may not see?
Because I didn't know, like, we both know, I knew you had a little bit of a struggle, but I didn't realize how much you were struggling internally because you didn't vocalize it.
Oh, you talking about like for me?
Like, how would you recommend me deal with
like somebody who is going through or thinking about transitioning, and the significant other or the other person is struggling with it?
Yes.
One, communication is a must. Two, I feel like sometimes you have to put yourself in the other person's shoes. And I also feel like it is imperative that you are in tune with your significant other. Because let me just be real, okay? I mean, I've been real this whole time, but I'm just saying, like, for this particular thing, I have plenty of friends that are trans males, trans females, and how I explained it is, you can be there for a friend that's going through a situation, regardless of what the situation is. You can be there for a friend who's being cheated on. You can be there for a friend who's being abused. You can be there for a friend who's transitioning. But the situation will never be the same if it's your situation. And on the outside looking in, you can always be like, hey, I'm here for you, whatever you need, whatever the case may be. But I feel like when you're going through it yourself and it's something that you've never had to deal with on the spouse level or the significant other level or whatever level it may be, it's going to be different 9 times out of 10. Not always, of course, there's exceptions to every rule, but I know that it was easier for me to be there for those friends that I know who have gone through the transition than it was for me to deal with or to I'll just leave it at deal with.
Process.
Yes. Being in a relationship with someone who is looking to transition.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind.
I'm trying to think what else. So we did go through therapy. We are
through.
We're still going through therapy.
And let me tell y'all something. If you trying to transition and you and your significant others, others or whatever your relationship status is, decide to go through counseling, don't think that 1 or 2 little sessions gonna be all right, because it ain't. I'm just being 100% real. Don't think that, we went to counseling 1 time, so we good. That is not reality. Why are you laughing?
Because that's me.
That is an issue that we've had. Listen, I believe in counseling, okay? Listen, if my counselor said, Trick, I need to see you every Thursday at 4 o'clock, guess what? Every Thursday at 4 o'clock, I will be there. However the counseling is. Sometimes it may, because you do have people who don't struggle as much. I struggle simply because I don't generally have an attraction to men. Not necessarily that I don't love him, not necessarily that I don't want the transition to happen, because by all means, regardless, I want you to do it. Regardless how I feel, and I understand that that wasn't what, that wasn't. But allow people time to make necessary adjustments.
Okay. Do you think that your opinion or how you viewed it would have been, because I did tell them we have children, do you think that your opinion would have been different, or you would have reacted different if we didn't have children?
No.
Or you think it's the same regardless?
Nope.
Okay.
The way I feel about it has nothing to do with our kids, honestly.
Okay.
It's only to do with me. Well, I don't want to say felt, whatever. Has nothing to do with our children.